Hello YouTube, just want to do a quick video on a really neat portable solar generator called the JuiceBox G2 made by Harden Power Systems. So I hadn't seen any videos online and thought I would do a quick one just to kind of show a little bit more close-up of how it works and some of the cool features. So what you're seeing here is a Fat 50 50 caliber ammo can, just straight up forest green or army green, with no markings on the outside at all and nothing underneath, so very discreet. But once we open it up, you see some of the cool functionality and features on the inside. So tip that open, and I'll actually take the lid off here just for moving things around. There you can get a face value of what you're seeing with the JuiceBox G2. Great layout of each section and some instructions of and power settings. As you can see, you got Anderson power poles, you got USB, and then you got your straight or standard modified sine wave where you can plug in. You got a couple examples there, and then you got your watt meter, the main power switch. So before we turn that on, I'm going to open it up or tip it over here. Oh, and then you also see this cavity down here. It goes all the way to the back. That's actually designed to fit a 27 watt solar panel that is on its way from Harden Power Systems, just waiting for that to be shipped. But I mean, you could fit a notebook in there, iPad, many different things. But we'll slide it open. You can kind of see what it looks like on the inside. So you can see these stoppers on the front here. That's what the lid was pushing against. And then the back here. So I ended up ordering this with my own, or without batteries, and I purchased these from Dakota Lithium Battery. You can see it's a LiPo4 12 volt, 10 amp hour, 120 watt hour battery. So two of those. The posts are in there, and they just fit in the back. Nice form fit. Hardly any play at all in these. And there's probably about an inch or so from the top, so I guess you could still fit some more space in there when it is in the ammo can. You can see the back there. Nice clean setup. And then you have this accessory tray up here that was also included. Nice pen. It has Harden Power Systems on there. GoProLonger.com. Razor blade, and then the nano LED, which if you haven't seen this, I'll leave that out so you can kind of show a quick demo, but great video and information on that from Harden Power Systems. And then got power cord here, and those are just the stubs from my battery. I just dropped them in there, or the covers. But this, I'll slide it back in here so you can see, but that power cord is set up so you can charge it off of your home outlet. So slide that back in, get a little better shot. Just the camera here. So there we go. So turn on the main power switch. You can see the watt meter lights up there, and then we've got the charging status. So I didn't realize it at the time when I first purchased it, because I plugged it in thinking, oh, I'd just start getting charged, but after a couple days, and I'll show you here if it isn't quite topped off. It looks like it will show it's topped off, but when you still need a charge, this will scroll as a trickle charge. It says scrolling means charging. All it means charge is complete. So it gives you that indicator, but you have to have the main switch on for that to function. I didn't realize that and had the main switch off. So this lights up and scrolls, but it actually was not charging the battery. So note to that, you have to have the main power switch on. Then it's really nice too, as you can see, each of these have their own individual switches. So once the main switch is on, you can turn these on or off, or leave them all off if you don't want to have any phantom draw pulling on the battery if you're just using one specific area. So maybe we'll use the first example of the nano LED. This is reversible, but you can slide that in. We'll turn on the switch. You see a little light up in the back there. We'll just tap on that. So great area light, which is dimmable. Gotta touch it. There you go. And is, like I said, reversible. So cool option that they included. Really neat setup. And I know you can also get those with a red cover too, if you're wanting to do a lot of night activities and wanted to save your night vision. But just to give you an example as well, what I've got here is an iPad sitting at about let's see, 77%. So we'll plug that in real quick and just show you how. We'll come back and check on that in a few minutes to show you how nicely that charges. Also and so you can see the watt meter there. You've got quite a bit of information. I'll zoom in a little bit here. So this is kind of a reverse thought of it, and I guess if you're thinking of like a tank of your energy that's there, you don't necessarily see full as it goes down, but what it will do is once the switch is on, we'll keep track of how much is used. So kind of like how much electricity is used over time. So you can look at your watt hours or amp hours and the peak usage. So you just get used to how often or what devices you're plugging in and get a general idea of how much electricity is used. These are the LiPo 4s, so it is kind of hard to just look at the volts to indicate that, because it'll hold their volts nicely until right before their charge is complete or depleted, and then they drop, unlike an AGM battery that kind of has more of a gradual decline. But so that's just the 3 amp on there. Maybe I'll give you another example. We'll use the sine wave down the bottom there, and I've got just a standard battery for like an electric drill. So I'm going to plug that in, and we'll use that. Now I only have it on for a minute or two because the fan gets kind of loud that's cooling it. So you'll hear that when it gets going, and then I'll turn that off and we'll wrap that up. But you hear a little. And so as you can see, that's charging. And I'll zoom in so you can get a little better view of the watt meter. Oh, and I guess I did leave this charged in the wall, so you can see now it is actively charging the batteries while also charging the other 2 devices we have connected. So it's kind of handy. Let me take that off. So now I've unplugged that from the wall, and I'm going to turn that off because you probably can't hear me very well, but I unplugged that from the wall so you can kind of see what the pull is. Maybe I'll turn it back on one more time just so you can see the watt meter. And it looks like I've actually charged the battery, so it's fully charged there, so it's not pulling any more draw on that. We'll turn that off. But just wanted to give you kind of an idea. I guess it'd be interesting to see what questions others have. I've been enjoying using this. I've actually ran my ham radio off of the Anderson power poles, and I'm looking into another one of their products. They make a Commander series that is designed to actually house one of the radios within here. So I've got an ICOM 7100 that I'm looking at purchasing their Commander 7100. So once I get that, I definitely will post a video, but let me know what questions you have, or if there's some devices you want me to put on here just to kind of see what the load looks like for the watt meter, or I don't know what other questions you might have. I'll have a link to Harden Power Systems website so you can look into it further, but hopefully that helps give you a little more information, and enjoy 73s.